Carmen and I are playing fetch this morning. She's a high energy cat. You can see that I am sweating because I'm running after this little ball, but she's such a high energy cat. Aren't you? Angel, you're so cute. So we're just playing and waking our bodies up. My stomach's growling. Do my exercise with my cat because she's my only motivation right now to do some exercise. Ready? She likes to hide, so she's like right there by the stairs there. Or she'll hide like right behind the couch, but... See, I thought she was behind the stairs. You're so cute. And usually she'll jump and like hit the back of the couch and bounce off. Little kitty is wearing me out. And look at her. Look at this shiny eye. What are you doing? You hear me talking about you? What are you doing? You see her shake her tail. She does it when she's happy. I've never seen a cat do that before. All right, I'm gonna do some work and still edit some more videos and do some more illustrations. I have some client work that I gotta catch up on, and I have a Christmas illustration that I am putting up on my Instagram. I think I'm gonna put it up today, so be sure to check that out. Also, I'm gonna share my entire illustration journey with you guys because I think some of you have been asking about how I started illustrating, how I started drawing, and then how I started freelancing. So I am going to cut away to that video right now. So I started back drawing whenever I was a little kid. I've always been really creative, always drawing things, always really good in art class. Art was my favorite subject. I never really thought it was gonna be something that I could do a career out of. I grew up in a very small town. The types of jobs where I lived was just not any type of creative. So I always thought I'm gonna need to go to school for something education-based, something that was marketable. If I could go back now, I really wish I would have chosen art as a career path, whether I went to school for graphic design or some kind of marketing degree or something like that. But this has been a lesson for me over the past decade. So it was last year, 2018, when my husband gifted me the iPad Pro. Oh, that was cringy. And then I instantly downloaded Procreate because I've always seen people draw on Instagram and things like that to create all this artwork, and I fell in love. I couldn't remember the last time that I felt that good doing something creative, that I wasn't trying to like better myself or focus on building myself out in some kind of self-help process. I didn't have to think too much about it, I just did it. My very first drawing on Procreate, I was playing around, but it was nowhere near the skill level that I had left off with back whenever I left high school, and that was the last time that I had practiced drawing. I've heard that the highest skill level that you are and usually stay at if you ever go back to it. I don't think this is true because I think you can always pick up that skill again no matter what time, how old you are in life or where you are at in life. And this is what happened to me. So I picked it up and I remember drawing it. It was, I'll show you here, but it was, oh my gosh, looking back on it is so crazy to think about just how things can change and evolve so quickly. I kept at it. So I started drawing a little bit more, trying to figure out my style, trying to figure out what I wanted to draw. I was drawn more to drawing women figures and fashion illustration and everything, so I took my art into that direction and I fell in love. I will experiment here and there with different types of drawings or abstract drawings or creating different types of illustrations just to advance my skill set or expand it and to learn new techniques and things like that. So I kept more to the fashion illustration side and more of the female figures. So I always like to draw some of the clothes that I wanted to wear in my own personal closet that I could not afford, or I would draw the way I, thought I wanted this particular brand to look, or how I would envision how I could look going to the beach or something like that. So it was a really cool process to get into, and I love getting back into this because it's been so long since I've practiced and created things this creatively since I was in high school. So I started drawing and I started to post on my Instagram. I created a business account for just my art. I didn't really post too much on there just because it was hard to post on both accounts, for me at least, and I found that I had more engagement with the people that I was already following me on Instagram. I have less than 1,000 followers, so it's not really a big deal or anything, but I found a lot of engagement and responses and communication with people who liked my art on my regular Instagram page, which was really rewarding. People actually liked my stuff. So I think it was back in March of this year, of 2019, when a blogger that I've been following right around the time whenever she started her Tumblr page, and then she created a blog, and I can now call her a friend, which I'm really happy to say, but our Tara Lynn from Simply Tara Lynn. I've been following her for so long, following her journey and just keeping up with everything. Well, she actually reached out to me earlier this year to want to work together. It's been incredible to grow that friendship with someone that I've looked up to for all these 10 years and just felt like I was really close with, having followed her journey. And then ever since then, other people have been reaching out to me on my Instagram page when they would see a piece of art. And I made another friend who had an Etsy shop, and she would create illustrations on t-shirts and sell them. So then she kind of inspired me, and I tried to do similar things on Etsy, which I don't think that Etsy is my cup of tea, but that's another story for another vlog. But if you guys are interested in hearing about my experience with Etsy, please let me know down below and I will be happy to share that with you. I'm still doing Etsy, but I just realized it's not my bread and butter. So I made a connection with her, and it's been a really good time communicating back and forth with her, seeing her progress and everything. And oh, hi kitty. So and she's been killing it, by the way. I'm gonna link her down below. I'm gonna link her and Tara Lynn's information down below for you guys to check out, because you definitely need to check them out. So she's been referring a lot of people to me to do some custom illustrations and commission pieces, which is fantastic. And I've been working with all different types of people, working on a lot of different pieces for their blogs, their podcasts, their Instagram pages, personal gifts and things like that. So it's been really fun freelancing this way and learning the whole business side of illustrating for clients. It's been a learning curve for sure. I have been stiffed just recently, actually, where someone didn't follow through with payment, and I was very upset about that. And then for people at work, I've been doing some commission pieces for people at work for Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, things like that. So it's been really fun, and I think this year overall I've made $2,000 just on creating pieces for people, which has been insane. I'm continuing drawing. This is where I started. This is some of the pieces that I'm doing now. And it's incredible to see how things evolve. And I think the whole point of this is that you just have to keep working at your skill no matter what it is in order to progress and to advance in your skill. I just thought I would share this journey. I'm happy to continue on my journey and progress and advance and see where this takes me.